it's Hannah, and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you're new here. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A video, and I am super excited because I love to do Q&As. They're a fun little way for y'all to get to know me and for me to answer some of y'all's questions that y'all are very curious and want to know about me. I asked y'all on Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube on the community tab to send me in some questions, and y'all sent me some pretty good ones, so I'm going to try my best to answer all of them in today's video. If you would like to participate in my next Q&A video, please be sure to follow me on my social media. I'm going to have a little thing over here on the screen of where you can follow me at on social media. Really quickly though, I just kind of want to say that I actually already filmed this video on my iPhone 6, and the video did not turn out that great, and I had to refilm it, and this phone needed to be charged, so I was kind of like, well, what do I do? So I decided to refilm the video on my old iPhone 5, so if the quality looks a little different, I don't think it's that much of a difference, but if it looks a little different, that is why. But let's go ahead and get into this Q&A. My very first question comes from Instagram, and someone really wants to know a bunch of questions, and the first two things are, what hobbies do you like to read? So my hobbies are making YouTube videos, I love to play Xbox, and I love to read. I'm currently rereading to all the Boys I Loved Before, the sequel. I'm actually reading P.S. I Still Love You, because the sequel movie is going to be premiering on Netflix in a couple of days, and I really wanted to refresh my memory on the book before I watch the movie when it premieres, so that's why I'm currently rereading it, and I love Peter. I wish he was real in real life, because he's kind of the ideal, I feel like, high school boyfriend. But anyway, kind of weird, but it's the truth. And she wants to know, what are your favorite movies? My two favorite movies are Titanic, and recently I have really gotten back into watching a couple of those old little Disney movies on Disney Plus, but not going to really discuss that. But my other favorite movie is Mean Girls. I love Mean Girls. That's one of my favorites as well. I just think it's really funny. And then she wants to know, what are your favorite video games? I love Minecraft, and I love GTA. I feel like Minecraft is just so calming to play because you just build stuff. And then I really love GTA because I just like to steal the cars and drive around in them. And then she wants to know, where are some places that you want to travel to? I really want to go to New York one day, and then I also really want to go to Europe, but I don't know if my doctors would clear me or not to travel to Europe. I don't see why they wouldn't, but you never know. Doctors are a little weird. And then she wants to know, if your job wasn't makeup, what would it be? And truthfully, I try not to think about what my life could be like too much, just because that's a bit scary. Probably I would be off somewhere working a desk job. I think I talked about this before, because there just really wasn't a whole lot of options for me in my area, and I'm very thankful that I chose to pursue this and pursue my passion, because I really, in all honesty, just would not want to work a desk job. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and if any of you have that type of a job, I applaud you, because it takes a lot to have to put up with people, but that definitely is just not something that I wanted to do, and not something I wanted for myself. And then she really wants to know, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I really hope that in 5 years I am still making YouTube videos, and that this is still my passion, that this is something that I'm still pursuing and loving. She also wants to know, if you can only shop at one store for life, what would it be? It definitely would be Target, because Target has everything you can need and then some. And then, if you won the lottery, what's the first thing you would do? Truthfully, if I won the lottery, I really don't know what I would do with the money. I guess it kind of would be one of those things where I would have to ask myself, what do I want? What is something that I've always wanted? Because, I don't know. I don't really ever think about winning the lottery. I kind of would be concerned a little bit that someone or people would kind of try to come after me, but I think Georgia is one of those states where they keep it private about who wins the lottery, but you never know. But I don't really know what I would do with my lottery money if I ever did win the lottery. Last question from from Instagram before we move into the YouTube community tab. Someone really wants to know, when did you start experimenting with makeup? So I've heard stories about how when I was really little, I would always play with lipsticks and stuff like that. And I somewhat do remember it, but a memory that I have of like my earliest stages of experimenting with makeup was I was probably about 11 or 12, and I received a makeup kit one year for Christmas, and I remember putting on the eyeshadow in the kit and putting on the blush and the lip gloss and all that stuff. And I, for whatever reason, decided to take pictures of myself and post them on my MySpace page. If you're old enough to remember MySpace, congratulations, you're officially old like me, and you deserve a senior citizen discount. I thought that would just be a brilliant idea. I thought I was cute, and I was just like, oh, I'm going to post these pictures on my MySpace page. And I remember all these, other girls are just like, oh, you look so cute. And looking back on that, that was just so funny because I'm going to have that picture up here on the screen because I looked terrible. But so I'll take a minute to appreciate the fact that I properly learned how to put on makeup. But that is a memory that I have that I absolutely love and think is hilarious, that I was already doing what I'm kind of doing now at that young of an age. Alright, I have a ton of questions to pick from my YouTube community tab. Like I said in the beginning of this video, if you would like to participate in any future Q&A videos, I highly suggest that you subscribe to this channel, keep an eye on my community tab, and also keep an eye on my social media. So my very first question here on the community tab is, how do you connect yourself with politics in America? Do you vote? Can you say who you are voting for? Okay. I really, in all honesty, don't like to talk about politics, and that's because, one, I don't like how confrontational it is, and I don't like how it is a very, very heated subject, because I just feel like everyone has the right to pick and choose who they want to vote for and who they don't want to vote for. And in all honesty, I think you should just respect people's opinions and let that just be that. There are some people out there who are okay with openly talking about politics and things like that, but I don't really feel like that's something that I want to discuss, and that's something that, I want to put in my opinion on, because at the end of the day, it really just is your opinion. It's not really that big of a deal. I mean, true, I do know that these politicians and presidents and everything, at the end of the day, they do really hold our fate in their hands, which is super, super scary to think about. But, I just don't like how confrontational and how heated it is. I know that not everybody in life is going to like you, and I'm okay with that. But at the end of the day, I really don't like confrontation. I really don't like heated topics and heated arguments and things like that. So I just stay clear of discussing politics. I will say, however, I am going to be voting this year for my very first time, and I'm super excited about that, that I get to register this year. And really how I kind of feel about politics here in America is that, just here in America, there's a lot of just evil, and there's just a lot of hate, and it's really sad, and it's really disgusting. I think it's really sad how politics have torn everybody apart from each other. I have family and friends that refuse to speak to people because, they vote a certain way, or they didn't vote for the president, or they did vote for the president, and they don't like that. And at the end of the day, your family and your friends, and you should just accept your family and your friends for who they are. You shouldn't be mad at someone because they chose to vote for someone or not to vote for someone that you did or didn't, and that's just how I feel about it. Alright, this next question is, what PR box would you love to be on? If you could live anywhere, where would you choose? What's your advice to an aspiring influencer? And who are 3 YouTubers you want to do a mukbang with? Okay, I absolutely really want to be on the Tarte PR list. I love Tarte. They are one of my favorite high-end brands. I also really want to be on the Morphe PR list and the ColourPop PR list. There's just a whole big list of PRs that I really want to be on. I did very, very thankfully and gratefully make it onto the Makeup Geek PR list, which I'm super stoked about and very, very excited about. And then if you could live anywhere, where would you choose? I really think I would be open-minded to moving somewhere that's a little bit of a bigger city, just because I feel like someone like me, there's a little bit more opportunities out there if you're trying to make it as an inspiring influencer or an inspiring YouTuber like me. I'm not saying that I haven't been given opportunities, because I definitely have been, but I just feel like, there will be a little bit more out there in bigger cities and bigger towns. I just feel like that. The advice that I would give to an aspiring influencer, though, is something that I really wish I could go back and tell myself, and that is you have to be consistent. Meaning, if you're going to be a YouTuber, you have to consistently upload videos. You absolutely cannot go days and weeks without uploading a new video. If you're new and you're starting out, you need to be consistent about your uploads. You need to figure out an uploading schedule, so that way your returning subscribers and people that subscribe to you or follow you on Instagram know when you're going to post or when you're going to upload a new video, so that way they can keep an eye on it. So that's my biggest advice, is be consistent. And also with Instagram, pick a really good theme. Do not go all over the place with your Instagram. If you're going to do makeup, you need to only have pictures of your makeup. I made that mistake with my old Instagram. That was a very big mistake, and now it is just solid makeup and nothing else. And that is, like I said, that's just my advice for people. Be consistent and pick a theme if you're going to do Instagram, because that is going to help you out in the long run. Okay, my 3 YouTubers that I would want to do a mukbang with would definitely be Jeffree Star, number 1, because that would just be an absolutely blast to do. I'm really into Bailey Sarian right now here on YouTube. I'm going to have her link down below, because y'all need to check her out. Okay, if you're really into true crime like I am, and you love makeup, her channel is perfect for you, because she does these videos on Mondays where she'll talk about a true crime case and she'll do her makeup at the same time. So it's really cool, because it's kind of like watching a chit chat get ready with me, but she's like talking about a case. And it's just, I don't know why, I just find it so interesting. And then I love Jaclyn Hill, so I'd obviously want to do a mukbang with her, or really just a video in general. I'm not picky. Hey, someone really wants to know, what is your favorite step in your makeup routine, and who is your favorite actor slash actress? I really don't have a favorite actor or actress. If I see a preview for a really good movie, I pretty much just base it on whether or not I want to go see the movie, not whether or not I like the people that's going to be in the movie. I know that probably sounds a little weird and that sounds a little crazy, but that's just how I roll. And then my favorite step in my makeup routine recently has been bronzer, blush, and highlighter. And that's only because I recently just got blessed with a bunch of new bronzers and blushes and highlights. So it's been really fun picking and choosing like which one I want to use every day. So that has really kicked me in the gears and really gotten me back into bronzers and blushes and highlights. Like, I so look forward to that step in my makeup routine right now that it's not even funny. Like, it's like being a little kid on Christmas opening up a gift. It's kind of like picking and choosing, like, okay, which new one do I want to try out today? So that's my favorite step currently in my makeup routine. Someone really wants to know, do you like 21 Pilots? Truthfully, yeah, but I wouldn't really say that I'm like a mega fan or a super fan or anything like that, but I do like 21 Pilots. I'm going to be quite honest with you though, I don't really know if they're still making music or not, if they've made anything new. I'm going to be truthful, I don't think I've done a pretty good job at keeping up with their music or anything like that, but when they first came out, I really did like their songs. And I'm sure that if they have new stuff out, I probably would like that too, if I listen to it. And then someone really wants to know, will you go blonde? Truthfully, I don't ever see myself going platinum blonde. Not right now. I mean, who knows? In the future, I might go crazy, or I might just decide at the drop of a hat, I want to go platinum blonde, but for right now, I don't really see myself dyeing my hair fully blonde. However, I will be making a change to my hair soon. I have picked out a new hair color that I'm like really excited about, and it actually does have little bits of blonde in it. It's not like super blonde, but I think that'll probably be like the blondest that I'll ever go. Someone really wants to know what's your ethnicity. I have a really hard time pronouncing things sometimes, so I'm really sorry about that. But anyway, I actually do not fully know like my full background, I guess you could say, of like where we kind of come from, like our ancestors. I do know supposedly on my father's side we are Irish. I don't know how much truth that there is into that, mostly because I did a couple years ago kind of like look up my last name because I was really curious on a website, and I found a couple of things that they possibly could be like Scottish. And then on my mom's side of the family, I don't really know. I think my grandmother said that somewhere we had a little bit of French in us or something like that. So I truthfully don't know. Which really stinks because I would really, really like to know. I really wanted to get one of those kits from Target. It's like the DNA test where like you swab your cheek and you send it off and it'll tell you everything. But those are like crazy expensive. They're like $99. And the scary part to that is that I was actually watching a video about that Kendall Ray did, warning that those kits might not be like the safest thing because that could be a way for the government to get your DNA and in the future like use your DNA for some really crooked things. I mean, I'm not scaring anybody and I'm not trying to get on anybody's bad side by saying that, but it does kind of concern me, and she made some really good pointers in that video, so I don't really think that I probably will do that. So I guess sadly I'll never really know what my full ancestor history. And the very last question is, where do you get your clothes from? I get my clothes at Walmart and Target and Old Navy primarily. I actually really want to do a video really soon all about my clothing, where I purchase my clothing and everything like that, because the struggle is real, because I have to wear kid-size clothing and it can be a very big challenge finding pieces that look mature and look age-appropriate that are in the children's section. So I would really like to do a video that is very informative, very detailed, and can help some of y'all out who might struggle with the same thing, whether or not you're short stature or not. I feel like if you're very petite, that it could also help you out as well. So with that being said, that is it for my Q&A video. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. If you would like to participate in future Q&A videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Come and be a part of my Hannahcorns. I post and upload new videos every Thursdays and Saturdays at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. And I'm also going to be bringing back Monday videos as well. So you're going to be getting 3 videos from me a week. So trust me, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button so that way you don't miss any of this awesome content. So with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next video really, really soon. Bye, my little Hannahcorns.